Guys, the day has come. G95. If you're a longtime watcher of the replays, you'll have noticed replays by her where we were, what, gold when we started? Maybe low plat. Today, G95 has finally hit diamond after tons of grinding, tons of replays, tons of, dedicated time to practice. We did it. Diamond 1. And let's see how she does. So kickoff is very awkward right off the bat, but does a really good job. Keeps the cool here. There's not really a good opportunity to go for this ball until it comes off the wall like this. But the angle, as they come this way, you can see where the orange defenders are right here. You have a little time. Let me get my pen out. You can see the orange defenders. You have a little time, or attackers, I should say. So just take their time and have a really nice aerial to get behind this ball and then just blast it upfield. So really, really good start so far. Ball plays to the middle and almost sniped the goal, but has a really nice counter from our teammate. This is just beautiful. Like, honestly, look at the patience here, guys. Patience. Let that ball bounce out. Yes, let the ball bounce out and take a shot close to the net. Didn't go in, but it led to a really, really easy goal. So, very, very nice. Oh, and the kickoffs are much more improved. We actually have a flip into our kickoff. This is a very, very, very solid kickoff, I think. Not necessarily a speed flip quite yet, but we're diamond still. We'll get to those kind of kickoffs later. I like that we had pressured this, but I think we need to recognize as we're kind of coming to this ball, we saw our teammate bail here, so we know we can go for this. But I would say as we get closer to this ball and recognize its showtime is just going to play it way past us, we do a fake challenge. We drive to it, let them hit the ball, and then we rotate back immediately. Right? That way we don't jump and we're out of the play too long for a ball we know we're going to not touch. Right? It's just a very, very small thing, something you can add to your repertoire. You don't have to jump for it if you challenge for it. Sometimes just rotating back is just good enough. Just driving at them to scare them and get into doing something, and then rotating back can be good enough. Alright, now we sit back, and we're just patient, and we just wait for those big clears. Beautiful. And then look, easy goal. Why? Because we're patient. We're not trying to force nothing. Nothing about this sequence is forced. We're vibing in net. They play it middle terribly. That's just a gimme. We blast the ball upfield towards our teammate, which is another plus. Our teammate doesn't touch the ball, but the orange defender blasts the ball off the sidewall for no reason. And look at us go in. Beautiful, beautiful goal. Beautiful patience. Beautiful positioning. This is stuff that, guys, legitimately, if you would have watched some of the first replays for G95, this is stuff we would not be seeing. Not be seen at all. This improvement is just insane. I don't like the cheat here. I give praise and then I tear him down. No, I like the idea of flipping immediately here. I don't think we should boost on this kickoff. This is one of those kickoffs where we can get a lot of boost if we were smart about this. As soon as this kickoff happens, if you actually flip, you'll land about right here, and they'll still have not touched the ball yet. And then you can be on the ground and turn, depending on what happens after that, right? So a quick flip will give you the same momentum and not waste the boost. Either way, I like that they stayed grounded, though, right on the point of impact. That's important. And Sky just said, this is where the game goes to shit. So let's see how this goes. Just a nice little whiff there and a little bit of opposition. So something we can do here, as we're taking this ball to the corner, we kind of go up. Something we can do, we can definitely just rotate back post, totally fine. But something we can also do is try to come up this wall and maybe give it one more chance at trying to block this ball. And if they play it past us, just following on the wall here like this and trying to just play the back wall. Because that's something that's important too. We need to make sure the back wall is defended. If we rotate around, we'd like to see this guy go up the back wall and attack this ball, and then maybe swoosh around and play this away. You know, this back wall defense will become very important later on. But it gets a little awkward. Our rotation is a little sharp, but overall it's awkward. You know, the ball got to the middle of the field, it bounced around, there's some whiffs. That's gonna happen at Diamond. That's gonna happen. You just gotta overcome it. Oh, that was a speedy kickoff. Okay, a little out of control, but like it still did the job. All right, we're a little too committal here, right? You know, this ball is going really fast. I would identify like something critical as we get higher ranks is balls that we can actually go for and we cannot, right? This ball gets hit really hard to the middle. It's going to take, you know, by the time you actually get to this ball and make contact with it, the ball is going to be like way over here on its flight path. And by then, realistically, if we get there, who's to say Pinky won't be there first, right? So this is maybe one where, oh, ball got blasted over here. I'm going to chase, but I'm going to try to do more of a cutoff depending on what's going to happen with Pinky's touch. Right? You know, Pinky plays it over. We're just too deep. If we would have backed off a little bit, Pinky would have gave us the ball for free. Chronicle, thank you so much, man. I really appreciate all your support, bro. Thank you so much. Have a great night. So let's go back one more. So that doesn't work out. Now we try to control the ball. Kind of play it to the middle, let them have it, but that's fine. Good recognition of space, but I think we just need to be a little quicker on this one. We don't always, when we dribble, have to put the ball on top of our car. And this is a good example of where we want to go for a bounce dribble. Right? We can hear and see Pinky. Ooh, pen. We can hear and see Pinky attacking us here. If we try to put this ball on top of our car, by the time we get the ball settled, we're being dunked, as we have happened in the game, right? Which would be much more beneficial is getting up underneath this car and getting in this little circle on the ground and having this ball just barely leak out this way, bounce, and then maybe try to get a 50 off this guy, right? That'd probably be the best play. Even rolling this ball, even if we roll this ball away from Pinky, because now we're drawing in this defender, and then try to 50 this guy, we're drawing in two defenders, and best case scenario, we get a ball that bounces off that wall over here and goes to the middle, or we just get like a stalemate 50 and maybe our teammate can leak in and come get it, right? But basically we're taking on two defenders here. And as you see, we get dunked because we try to put it on top of our car. Good aerial challenge there. Let's actually go back because I feel like I missed a little bit. So we get dunked, you know, just because we're trying to do that. Our rotation is okay-ish. Like, I don't love rotating like this because realistically, like, this is a big question mark on what's happening here. Like, who's winning this 50? Where's this ball going? Maybe Pinky has the edge, but like realistically, we don't know. In worst case scenario, this ball is blasting way faster than we can get to it, cut it off, right? So that's why I would recommend back post rotation. Always play through the net. That's how I like to play. It ends up though that the ball leaks back upfield, and we have an opportunity to aerial for this. But we're not faster than It's Showtime here, turning and going for it. And now we've kind of both committed for this ball, and now it's just an easy play for It's Showtime just to play the ball past you guys. You almost got there though. You really did. Like, it was very fast. Just, you know, the aerial wasn't quick enough, and now we just have a pretty easy goal for the orange side. But I think if you would have played through, like, if you imagine yourself here, so let's just say we actually did play a back around back post and we're just chilling out in net waiting for this ball to come to us. Look how easy this clear would have been right here. You know, we could have maybe went for it if we were even more patient. We wait for Pinky to have this touch, and then bam, we go. And now we have two orange defenders super close to the ball, and we have a lot of open space behind them where we could have potentially went for it. Either way, it'd been awkward. I'm not gonna say that would have been a perfect play. Either way, it was gonna be awkward. So I don't hate the aggressiveness. Like, you were there, you were almost there, but I don't know. I always incline on rotating back post because it just helps with that a little bit more. Gets you in a better spot majority of the time. I think this is where we need to be patient again. All right, so we have this ball leak out to the middle. Our teammate does a good job of challenging this, but we should just sit back here and just chill towards our net and wait to see what happens. So time this a little better where we're not pushing forward with everybody, and then maybe we can, you know, be a little bit farther back and have a better angle for this ball. They have a good bump, so let's take control. Trying to dribble it on top of our car again. It's fine. You need a lot of boost to do those. So the ball falls off, so that's okay. So rotate around. Beautiful. Teammate has a nice free attempt. Okay, nice and close. I don't like how close we got though. We're really getting really close, and I don't think this ball is going to, like, you know, with the information we have, I don't think we can safely say that this ball is going to leak out to you perfectly. We're pushing really hard to work, but it can work as long as we're fast to rotate back. You have a good aerial for the 50. Play the ball middle. Teammate reads it well. Just a poor shot. So now let's rotate around, try to get good pressure going. Yes. Oh, I like the aggressiveness with the aerial. Now we gotta rotate out. Same thing for me as well as I've got built. About recent improvements. I'm trying to be more aggressive than I should. Yes. Yes, it's easy when you play really well to want to be more aggressive and use the things you've learned, but sometimes you still gotta have that patience. Really good shot here from Pinky. For plays like this, I think this positioning right here is beautiful because this gives us a lot of options. This gives us options on playing. This gives us options right here for, let's say the ball goes up high, we can go up the wall actually and play wall defense and play this ball away. Let's say it's a shot. This gives us plenty of opportunity to kind of fly like this and protect the net, right? So this positioning is great. But as you push up forward like this, you take away your options. The back wall is no longer an option because you push your nose upfield. And now we have to kind of turn our nose back. And now we've created this big gap between us and the net. And that's where they lofted over. Thankfully, it doesn't result into a goal immediately. But that's where that whiff came from. And maybe being on the back wall would have been a better option. So something to get more comfortable with as we try to push through Diamond is being on that back wall and being comfortable making saves or clears from it. Good aerial to the side. Teammates gonna touch this, so yes, be patient. Wait and see what happens. Getting a little too far forward. Let's let our teammate do their thing and support them from behind them. And now we're just a little, you know, we're a little early. Teammate bangers that ball. I'm surprised you got a touch on it. That was a very fast ball. I don't think I would in a million years get a touch on that. All right, let's see what we got off the sidewall. Not much come from it. I know you tried to make a play. Just, you know, mechanically it didn't work out. I think it would have been fine if you would have had an air dribble or something like that. Good, but reposition. Oh, try to be aggressive, but backflipped. That's okay. All right. Being aggressive in the corner, but be careful challenging in the corner because it's very easy for them to play it past you in the corner, as we just saw. Let's get that boost, and then let's rotate it right behind everybody. Beautiful. Ooh, good play from our teammate, and oh, bad read. Good job from our teammate playing this ball like this. And this is just, these reads are so difficult, especially with how fast this ball is going. I would say in general, ouch. In general though, like when we don't know this ball is going, let's take a different path to it. Because right now we're taking a path where, we're kind of taking a path where, you know, our shots are like here, here, and then this one that goes wide, right? If we kind of just approach this ball more like this, you know, we have much more of the net accessible in front of us to shoot into. So it's also trying to cut the ball off. We're kind of trying to chase the ball a little bit to this one. So just a slight difference in how I would approach that ball. Either way, tough read. That's a tough read. So let's see here. Get this boost. We're kind of rotating through the strong side, but it's kind of where we ended up. So it's a little awkward. Our team and I are going to get to a rule 1, which is broken promptly. Thankfully, orange team is also discombobulated, it seems. Nice, and this is where we aggressive. Boom! Just a little late on the flip, but love the attempt. That is exactly what you want to see. This gimme right here, ooh, you'll be licking your chops, ready to blast this ball on net. So that's just a consistency thing. You mean you flip very, very late. But man, I can't imagine you licking your chops at that. You're like, let's go. This is what I've been training for. And sometimes that excitement gets the best of you. Eventually, you'll get that consistency down with, you know, with continuing your play and practice. Oh, you have a really unique opportunity here, by the way. Really love the challenge. Just get your tires on that wall and double jump straight down, right? Because if you would have just found a way to maybe boost a little bit, get on the ceiling, you could have just double jump straight down and recover so quickly. So something to think about. You obviously, I feel like you tried it and it just didn't work out. Teammate lifts open net, by the way. Rip. Now we play it to the middle. We're gonna be aggressive. Yes, aerials are super nice right now. Oh, just lift that one. Tough. No, I'm gonna get a little overzealous here. You have a really good opportunity here. You gotta pump the brakes. Yeah. So as we turn, this ball is kind of coming to us. We need to gather a lot of momentum upwards very quickly, and that's hard to do when we also have a lot of momentum driving us forward. So as we try to go upwards, we actually go take this diagonal path, which pushes us underneath the ball, right? So aerials like this, I like to actually hit the brakes, tap the brakes quick to slow our momentum forward so that our momentum is mostly upward and we can actually get to this ball, right? Physics lesson for you. So that's where this aerial went wrong. We're just going too fast forward to get to it. It's unfortunate, honestly, because it would have been a really nice ball to go for. Our teammate plays this ball to the side nicely, so that's very good. Try to rotate, and we push. So this is where, you know, you do a good job. You kind of get back post to where the ball is going to be going. But then you push up field, but you're never going to get there in time. So this is where we just sit on the goal line. You're making that cushion in the net where they can hit it behind you. So if we go to fly cam here and just watch this ball from the net, right? As you put your nose upfield, look at the big cushion to this back post portion of the net, and just in general how far away you are from the net. Pushing forward like that gives this cushion where players can just lop it over you and you'll never get back in time. Whereas if we would just stayed in this back post position here, as we got here and just kind of chilled or slowed down here and just chilled, this would be a really easy save, right? I think we could say that. This would be a really easy save. It's hard to be patient on the goal line like this when everyone's so close to us. But, you know, turning upfield and getting towards the ball, that gives the cushion that lets people hit it behind us like that, especially in those scenarios. Good try there. Got to be aggressive. Oh, just played it backwards. Unfortunate. And then try to play it middle. It just doesn't work out. Not a lot of time, so these mistakes are critical. Our teammates dribbling it towards our net. So we got to play fast. A lot of concepts got to go out the window. And ends up with an unfortunate loss. But there's a lot of great things here. G95, I think your positioning overall is very good. I think your mechanics have improved immensely. It all's gonna come down to keep grinding the way you've been. Like, yeah, you've had a lot of replays in this on this channel, but you know it's been all you who put in the work after the fact. So good for you, getting to diamond. Congrats! Can't wait to see you in champ here very soon. All it's gonna come down to is just some consistency things with your mechanics. So it's a huge improvement. So thank you again for sending in the replay.